Hi there. Welcome to this Wisdom Wednesday episode. And today's episode is about welcoming you to having clarity and courage. I talk to so many people who feel confused and lost and upset right now about so many things. So today we're going to look at how you can not only gain clarity, but also embrace the courage to move on that awareness and that clarity and maybe get into a new way of being. So let's go here. First, I want to remind you to live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Carrie Fox, and my main mission in life is to be a constant reminder of your infinite wisdom connection, and that its guidance is always, always available for you. And that I do these Wednesday quickies because, hey, you're thriving. That's my passion. So let's jump into the idea of clarity. Hi, Angie. Okay, so this is a picture of the opposite of clarity. This is confusion, a definite lack of clarity. And you know that time when you may be wondering what in the heck is going on, or you just don't know what to do next, or what to do in some kind of a situation? I think we've all experienced some confusion at some time or other in our lives. And many people, especially those in their younger years and maybe even into our middle years, who are really confused about what they should be doing with their lives and in their lives, what they should be doing for work or in a relationship or in making some kind of a decision, maybe about moving, whatever the confusion may be about. But the saddest part about this particular stage in anybody's life is how much time can be wasted and how the state of confusion can actually affect you and affect your body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share several tools with you today that I have used or suggested to others over the years. Now, the first one is called "What Color is Your Parachute?" Now, this I've always suggested it to people in the book form, but I bet by now it's online too. And what color is your parachute helps you identify the things that you like to do, things that will help you identify your natural talents and your skills. And besides this, there's lots of other personality type tests out there. One of the most common is called Myers-Briggs. And that what they do and what Myers-Briggs does is it looks at your likes and your dislikes and your skills and your talents and shows your tendencies. And then it will let you know where you fall into a category or type, like maybe the architect, somebody who's a very strategic thinker, or maybe the advocate, who's somebody who's really inspiring and they're a bit of an idealist, or the executive. This is where they categorize people who would make good administrators. They're good at managing things or managing people. We just happen to have somebody on with us today who is somebody who's really good at managing things and managing people. And there are 16 different categories that Myers-Briggs would place you into one of those 16 blocks. And then they share the best career or occupational advice that use the skills that you have. Now, the point of this whole thing is to gain some insight and clarity as to where you might want to go. What kind of job might you be looking for, or career that you want to build and things like that, because you have the skills for that. And as I said, there's lots of tools available. Here's a few more. We have astrology. Astrology is the science of energetic relationships. And then there's strength finders and how to fascinate and the Enneagrams and soul purpose, on and on and on and on. And now some of these are really simple. You can just fill out a questionnaire, and within minutes, you can have an evaluation and some answers and guidance. Now, others of these are much more complicated and more complex, and they take time for you to investigate more about the different parts of all about you, because basically you're a puzzle with 1,000 pieces. So they will help you gain clarity about you, your possible work life, your relationships, your purposes, etc. And one of the biggest questions that people ask or want clarity on seems to be, why am I here? Did I have intention? And my answer to that question is always, of course, you had intentions. Remember, you are not just the 3D human being like the figure on the left-hand side of this image with a very small part of you that is your soul. Who you are, who you really are, is the image on the right, showing you that the human part of you is just a very small part. It's just a split apart from the vast and infinite energy that is all that is. That is the universe. That is the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. So if you want to gain clarity, you can start by breaking out of the limiting belief that you are just human. You can get yourself into understanding the much more bigger and beautiful and unlimited and amazing real you. That is where true clarity comes from. That is the you who knows that you deliberately chose to come here. You decided to incarnate on this planet. You decided to do it at this particular time and place. You chose the time and place of your birth and your parents, your intentions and your purpose or purposes, your ability to have free will, to have guidance systems like angels or guides or nudges to help you know when you are on track or when you're off your path. And of course, your higher plan and intentions for your grand adventure in this lifetime. So how do you get in touch with all of this? How do you get clarity with all of this? How to pull back the veil to reveal all of this to you? Listen, without a doubt, meditation is the best and the easiest way to do that. I have always encouraged everyone, young and old, to create a meditation practice. It can be anything, anywhere from a quick 5 minutes where you use a mindfulness meditation or you just instantly change your way of being in the present moment. There are those kinds of meditations. And then there's a plethora of guided meditations on YouTube and the internet, and all the way through to the deep meditations where you actually set aside your awareness of your 3D existence while you connect with and contact that infinite wisdom, which is the energy of who you really are. So if you really want to get clarity, if you really want to fill in that confusion with clarity, meditation is a most wonderful, easy, simple way to do that. Especially in the state of the world today, with all the opposing facts and information that's being thrown around out there, no wonder people are confused. Some people end up taking sides just from the loudness of a message or the repeating of a message over and over and over again that may even be lies, but people tend to believe that because they don't have their own clarity. And if something's repeated over and over, well, gosh, it must be true, right? No, that's not right. But no wonder so many people are looking for clarity. What we all need to do is we need to step back from the chaos and just relax a bit. Turn off the social media access and the outside influences so that you can get back in touch with you. Block off the world until you reappear and you recognize that you are in charge, that you chose to come here, that there is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. And you can remember that you are a magnificent creator. And then this now is where the courage part comes into the picture. It's easy to stay hidden and live small, but that really sucks the life and energy from you. It manifests as pain and fear and chaos. So you can only deny your truth for so long, because your angels and guides will be nudging you and battering you to get you to refocus yourself, to get clarity and to get back on your path. Listen, the world needs you. The fullness of your power and the fulfillment of your purpose. You have gifts, many gifts, and you need to step to the plate and contribute. So you need to step into your potential. You are the creator of your reality. And when the Matrix movie was released in about 1999, we were all introduced to Neo, a human being caught up in the limitations of this 3D world. And we went on a journey with him as he learned the game, or even recognized that there is a game about the 3D matrix where we're told that there are rules and limitations versus the much bigger picture of who we really are. That simple view is when you have clarity. When you can step away from the chaos, you will find that there's an opening within yourself where you can access that awareness of your passion and your purpose and your power. It was a great movie, wasn't it? And the other ones too. So what does it take? It takes courage. Whether it's a momentary burst of bravery that moves you forward or the awareness of your superpowers, it takes courage, and that courage is inside of you. I promise you. It is the heart of you, this daring and knowing when you have clarity, then you can have the courage to take that giant leap or to even take some little baby step. The courage to shut off the TV and go outside into nature, to clear yourself and get clear with yourself. The courage to try and then to try again and again, to rise above the clouds. Above the chaos is where you can get a clearer view, and then to take some action, to try and to risk failure. Listen, who really cares if you fail or not? Really, come on. Risks must be taken because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. Now, I am absolutely in love with this image because I've been there on that diving board when that blast of fear tries to stop you from jumping. But then you find the courage to jump anyway, and you discover the absolute ease and joy of jumping into water. So you jump in again and again and again and again. It just takes that little burst of bravery. And on the other side of that fear is the courage to create, the courage to step into who you really are, with all the clarity, all the awareness of your infinite wisdom and power. You came here to experience your own personal grand adventure. And I assure you that you are not on that path or are not going to find your grand adventure sitting in front of a TV set. It's also not spending hours at a time on social media or gathering with others who like to complain and be defensive and plot against people. That's a waste of you. You have a power, a source inside of you, a knowing that you have a life to live. So, just a second here. Get clarity on who you are, what your skills are. Step into the feeling of passion when you get all lit up when you're doing something that you are here to do. Find the courage to step into the real you, the creator you who came here for a reason, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 20, doesn't make any difference. Your life is waiting for you. Your grand adventure is waiting for you to take the next step into it. So shut off that TV and the social media. Use whatever tools you need to assist you in finding out about your skills, your talents, and how you can use them. You gave yourself all those skills for a reason. Stop letting them hide in a dark corner and atrophy. Because I love this by Helen Keller, one of the most courageous women ever. Because she said life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. So if you want something to be thankful for tomorrow, or this week, or next year, whatever, then it is time for you to be thankful for all the gifts and talents that you have, and to live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Listen, excuse me. I'm glad you joined me today, or if you've watched the replay. And I hope that you can see that your thriving is my passion. And I hope you are following what I do either on Facebook at Harmony Enterprises with Carrie Fox, or in our group, Falling in Love with Life Again. Or if you've put your name in on a wait list to be notified when my next meditation classes are. Some of these classes are even especially designed for those who think that they can't meditate. But however or wherever I can be of assistance to you, I'll be there. Now listen, next week, our Wisdom Wednesday theme is, are you choosing what you really don't want? And of course, you can join us live at Harmony Enterprises with Carrie Fox at 1:00 p.m. Central Time. Or of course, you can watch the replay. But don't miss out on watching these wonderful Wisdom Wednesdays so that you can learn how to and be reminded to live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Now, I'm going to end our session today with something special, because we talked about clarity and courage and being the amazing creator that you really are. How when we do something that we're supposed to do that's in our gifts list, that it lights us up. Well, for me, that is singing. So I'm going to end today's session with a question to help remind you of what we talked about today. Would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? You could be swinging on a star. Oh yeah, you could be swinging on a star. That does it for today. Thanks for stopping by, Angie. Really enjoyed you being here. Don't forget to catch this next week on Wednesday, 1:00 Central Time at Harmony Enterprises with Carrie Fox. Everybody, be thankful for what's happening in your life tomorrow. Be thankful for Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay home, and just love one another. So see you soon. Bye for now.